We're back, and we're fighting. Here we go.
Here we go. The red carpet has teeth.
Yeah, I don't know about the logistics of fighting on top of an airship.
Yeah,
but
I don't know about that.
let's not bite the computer. Let's not do that.
That face is great. Okay, so time to block this thing up.
This is so every game has. This is a TV tropes moment. I'm a super fan of that, so I like to bring it in. This is the gut check boss of this game. Because if you're not prepared, he will fuck your shit right up.
Like I said when we fought the Sin Spawn and Mushroom Rock Ridge.
Yeah, you know
Also
what? He's
gut
another.
check.
Yeah, he's definitely another one. That's a good point. Like I was saying earlier, I just was recording some parts for Final Fantasy 12, and there's a. I forget what they call it in that, but it's like a dragon that basically is like made out of the wood.
Okay.
And you fight it like right after you fight another thing like in a dungeon. You go back to this area and like, oh, hey, we brought your friend back. Oh, by the way, here's another boss.
Cool.
And it's I mean, it doesn't surprise you, but it's a another gut check for sure. Where it's like if you don't know how to manage. Fortunately, this time around, I know how to have it set. So, like, anytime you're blinded, you cure yourself. Anytime he's a status effect boss, you know, which are always the best. I think Evray has a little bit of that. Hit him with some water.
Yeah. Yeah. Doing some damage, and he does way more damage.
That's fine. This is
There
this
we
is
go.
before I have like haste tag up. I usually get that right around. We were talking about the bridge in the last episode. I grind it so that it's there like at that time to get. Because I remember the guy. I'm so mad at myself that I was convinced to throw away some of my guides and stuff. Because there was a great one where it was you know, it basically tells you when you should get everything going on. Here's me trying to think, oh, I'll just poison him. That's a good idea. I don't know. They actually thought that through. Yeah. Back when game designers really thought this shit through, in my opinion.
Before we had early access.
Yeah.
Before a game was done and that's all you could do about it. Looking at you, Fortnite.
Yeah. Well, we talked a little bit about Overwatch when we talk about voice acting and stuff. I'm kind of pissed at Blizzard in general for that publicity shit lately.
With Hong Kong and everything?
Hong Kong,
yeah.
Where they're, you know.
That's dumb. Well, they're basically, for those of you,
you go ahead.
For those of you who don't know what's going on, basically Hong Kong is having an uprising because China is forcing them to block this law that says that, or no, they're basically saying like, if you're convicted of a crime, basically China can take you from Hong Kong to China where you can be convicted there instead.
Yeah.
And Hong Kong is basically like, excuse me, that is stupid and bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's become this whole thing, and a dude won a Hearthstone competition, and they interviewed him, and he was basically took the opportunity to talk about the protests, and Blizzard shut him the fuck down.
Mm-hmm.
And so like now they're banning people for talking about it, and like it's this whole thing was just totally unnecessary.
So people thought it was a great idea of using May.
Right. Yes.
As, you know, you like free Hong Kong type thing, which is, I mean, Hong Kong and Tibet have always had like they have their own culture and they have their own history as areas. It's like, okay, so they're just somehow part of China, and no one has seen a problem with that. I mean, of course they see a problem with it, but you know.
I think it has something to do with Britain took them. Like,
that's
colonized them or something.
Yeah, it's just with. But so the age of colonization is really over.
Right. Yeah.
You know, like everything. So you kind of didn't talk about it in the conversation we were just having, but you saw me switching out a lot of characters. They were seeing what attacks I could do from distance. Because I just want to hang back, because Sid is very helpful with these little missile salvos here that's happening. Mm-hmm. And you want to get all those out of the way, because it's basically just free damage that you wouldn't be taking advantage of otherwise. So then it's like, okay, now we can move in. And what was his health total there? I didn't quite catch it, but it's substantial enough for this point in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, keep in mind, there's no white mage at this point either. Like, we've been, ever since the desert, we've been without Yuna, so...
Right.
It's been Riku's, I'll bet, potions healing us.
Whatever works, I guess.
Yeah, that's... Oh no, that's, you get a ton of those, you know, Sentinel Island, so you might as well use them.
So I'm sorry, why did you bring up Hong Kong in the first place? Just because you were saying you were pissed at Blizzard?
Yeah, just because we mentioned Overwatch a little bit, and it's a game I really like playing, but I don't really want to play it now because of that.
Yeah,
like, I don't want to give it any time, any business or anything, you know, because I think it's just not. And then the NBA did a thing too, where they're like, you know, basically the same kind of thing. I'm not as sure of that story, but it was basically like, oh, okay, it's like, oh, we get money from this market, and we like this market, so we're just gonna, you know, keep our mouth shut and let them do whatever they want. It's like, no, let's not do that.
Lobbying, it's a thing. Now there is a gaming company that is okay with all of this protesting and is actively supporting it. And that's Hasbro. Mm-hmm. Of all the corporate America companies that would be like, yeah, we'll support a protest, Hasbro. And so subsequently Wizards of the Coast are just like, yeah, fuck China. Just like, they give us card stock for our cards, but you know, whatever.
That's why you don't want to be close. I tried to pull away before that Venom breath thing hit me.
Oh yeah.
It's bad.
How is he keeping up with it? He's basically staying still and like not even flying, just kind of like and yet he's somehow keeping up with this machine.
See, this is when, you know, if it wasn't the current generation console, they could probably have him doing an animation.
Probably.
You know?
This is where
you're just supposed to accept it.
Yeah, this is another trope of shh, don't question it.
Yeah.
The more questions you ask, the more flaws you'll find with our creative property.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hello. Little face.
Well, I didn't do these breaks at the beginning of the fight, but...
30,000 HP.
Yeah. Which, I mean, isn't a ton, really, but at the same time, it's difficult at this point because, yeah, at most you're doing near 1,000 damage.
Right.
Rolling thunder.
Kerboom!
God, Riku is so useful with mixing.
I guess that's why she comes last on your party, because she's so useful.
I mean, stealing and using items and...
It's a great mechanic.
Yeah.
It's kind of like playing Ni no Kuni. Mm-hmm. There's a whole mechanic in that game. It's kind of like a third of the way through, you get a genie who lives in a cooking pot. For some reason. And you just throw ingredients at him up to 3, I think, and he'll just make stuff for you. It's kind of like the same way of combining, where there is just an ungodly amount of combinations you can find, and just, like, mess with stuff.
6,000 HP left.
Here we go.
I'm confident to say we got this.
Gut check avoided.
Ooh. Yeah, more critical hits, please.
Yeah, give me some of those. Give me some of that sugar.
Like the brute teams out there, and we're just gonna get it.
There we go.
He's threatening that he's charging up, but one more hit will kill him. Okay, 2 more hits will kill him.
Okay, and he explodes into something.
It's not as bad as in later bosses that do it, but there was that little buffering check at the beginning of this.
Oh, yeah.
Love PS2 games.
PS2 had some of the greatest games, and it lasted forever. I think...
I am on a retro page on Facebook, and we're actually voting on the games.
Nice.
The most recent one was Devil May Cry 3 versus God of War.
God of War, I would say.
I voted for Devil May Cry 3, though, because God of War was inspired by the first Devil May Cry.
Oh, was it? I didn't know that.
Well, I mean, it's the hack and slash, and it's like, oh,
right.
This is how you do it.
That's true. Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Because of how, Oh, well, hold on. We're flying.
Yeah.
Or sinking. I'm not quite sure which.
How are you holding on right now?
It's not flying, it's falling with style. See, look how creepy that is.
It is, yeah, that kind of is.
That is terrifying. And then there's this asshole.
And then, you know, it's... I think that was a good comparison earlier, because it's... I don't know what it is. It's like the big bad factions are always like Imperial and kind of all the outfits are the same, and these are the stormtroopers, and oh look, here's a different design, but it's the same. They're just a different color, Yeah,
this is clearly not a happy occasion. Like she's being guarded into marrying this dude. Behold, your bride, says the faceless megacorp.
Mm-hmm.
All these mooks, all these mooks looking the same.
Well, she's not summoning someone right now. Imagine like Ifrit busting through the back door.
Heard you was talking shit. This seems unnatural. Oh well.
Orin, did you just kill my dragon? God, I want that prequel game so bad.
I know, right? I think I said this in one of a previous episode. Kind of like how everyone is way more interested in like the Marauders from Harry Potter, Sirius, Lupin, and the crew. They're way more interested in that than the actual story. Same here with Auron and the crew.
Well, I want to. I mean, they show a little in flashbacks, but I want to see when, because Auron went from being super straight, like the straight man of the crew, to like he's kind of like a wise ass, like just even a mentor still, but right now, but like.
This is great.
This is a really good...
That was the coolest. I don't care how impossible it is, that was badass. And the Peanut Gallery is here to save the day.
Yeah. And at first I thought, you have to fight everyone? I will fight every single mook on here to get Yuna back right now.
I will kill all of you. I will literally kill all of you.
Mm-hmm. Like, you stand no chance. Oh, I cut out the battles except for I get, I think, thrust kick from this. Yeah.
Gotta murder the Harlequin robot. And the dude with the gun. Yeah. For being not all about Machina in any way, they sure like to use machinery.
It's great to see all those quick cuts. It's just like, do you not see your comrades falling before you?